All right, thank you for staying with us. We are looking at our hot topic. Let me just give you a recap of what the story is about. Now, there is a guy who said that 3 months after their marriage, he cheated on his wife and is now seeking advice on how to heal and forgive because his wife is taking revenge on him. And according to him, she's using her ex-boyfriend to frustrate him. And he says that he has begged and cried after breaking the marriage vows, but his wife insists that she's no longer interested in the marriage. So what are your thoughts? Can a broken heart be fixed? That's the question we're asking. And how can one forgive a cheating partner? Join the conversation and call us on 081 0764 1679 or 090 241 63440, or you can Twitter us using TVC Connect, using the hashtag Your View on TVC. Now, before we went on the break, I was talking about approach. How you approach a matter goes a long way to tell us if you are ready to really seek forgiveness, if you are genuine with your seeking forgiveness, and then the person can decide to forgive you. In marriage, anything can happen, right? And how you approach things, it's what keeps the marriage or divide the marriage, if I may use that word. And so, for me, yes, they are young, 3 months in marriage, so this is coming as a blow to the lady, way too early into the union. But what has been the relationship like before they got married? What was it like? Did he show that he's not that kind of person and suddenly found himself in a situation where he couldn't but fall into the action, unfortunately, and that is why he's now seeking forgiveness from the lady? Or is the lady saying, you are fond of doing this thing, this time around I'm going to show you, Pepe, that two can play this game. You think it's only you that understand this thing. But does that make it right? Does that solve the problem? Because if you say, okay, I am no longer interested in this marriage, and you say you want to leave and you move over to someone else, how are you certain that that same person that you are moving to will not cheat on you as well? For how long are you going to keep moving? Yes, you want to heal. Is that the process of healing? Revenge. Is revenge taking you on the path of healing? I don't think so.
No, but I don't think so too.
Right.
Okay, but I have a different twist to this. So I'm asking myself, this marriage is about 3 months. I feel like both of them need to really sit down and have a strong conversation in case they have not had one. Because maybe there's a sex problem that this guy is unable to tell his wife. 3 months is too soon. So when a woman finds out that her husband is cheating, there's this deep feeling of rejection. You just feel like, is it that I'm inadequate? Is it that there's something about me?
What
that
is that person
not,
giving
you know,
that
what,
I haven't
so,
done or I can't
because it comes to you like a blow,
right?
You just judge yourself so much. So,
yeah, we have Abubakar on the line calling from Bariga. Abubakar, good morning. Thank you for joining us. You can go ahead with your contribution. Abubakar, are you there? We can hear a sound, but we can't hear your voice. So you can call us again to join the conversation. Go ahead.
Okay, so I feel like they need to have that conversation, maybe with a counselor, maybe alone. They need to really, instead of just getting all angry, he cheated on me, it's important to go into the basics. Why do you think this happened? Is there something I'm supposed to do that I'm not doing?
Why must it be the woman that is seeing
you know why? You know why?
Is there something she did not do?
Because of the approach of certain women. Yeah. It might be tough for the man to say there's a problem with the quality or the quantity or the style. Sometimes those conversations bring healing to the marriage. And it's not very easy to say to your spouse because she might take offense. She might feel like, why did you
That's why I said approach.
So I feel they need to sit down and have that conversation, because where communication is removed from a marriage, that marriage just dies naturally. So it's important that they sit, have that conversation. Number two, yes, the lady trying to maybe end the marriage, I also feel counsel again. So we shouldn't assume she's hurting and saying maybe the ex-boyfriend will help, because that will just compound the problem. The lady needs to hear it from me that the ex-boyfriend might compound the problem. So even if it gives a temporary solution, I mean, after a few months...
There's a reason why he's an ex, right?
Yeah.
Right. There's a reason why he's an ex.
Yeah.
So
why,
going back to seek solace in someone
Yeah.
you left, there was a reason why you left him in the first place.
It will probably just
he will just compound issues.
Compound the issue. But this guy should not always... let's assume it's the first time, because the story doesn't tell us if he's been doing it or, you know. But I feel every guy out there should not assume once you do something and you say you're sorry, then that's all. That's unfair on ladies. Exactly. So I'm not saying it has to be a revenge or there must be a very strong consequence. But you can, if this girl says she's forgiving you and she's not back to what she was before, that would be worse. There's so many women that are broken today because they try to move away from a hurt and they never really did.
Actually. All right, we have Fedeko on the line calling from Ijebu. Fedeko, are you there? Good morning.
Yes, please. Good morning, everyone there.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Fedeko. I'm not calling from Ijebu. I'm calling from Ijebu.
Oh, Ijebu, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I want to contribute to the issue of grant.
Yes.
I want to look at it from two angles.
Okay.
First, are you sure there is love between both of them? Because the reason why I ask is this. It's not a good thing for the man to cheat on his wife.
All right.
You know, based on the fact that he just got married, just barely 3 months. If it's a situation where the man has this lady outside before, which we don't know because he doesn't, telling people this.
Yeah.
If at the end of the day that this very person, as a guy that he say he has been dating this lady, he might not really have interest, in the lady in question. That doesn't mean that he doesn't love his wife. Then again, in the area of the woman, as she said that she wants to, fight the man's back because she has a boyfriend. I mean, her ex-boyfriend. That means she has said she's not fully in love with the man. Because if she's in love with the man, for the fact that, I think it was maybe it was a forced marriage. Because if
she might just be hurting that someone she loves did something to her. Fedeko.
I think we lost him.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
This
All right.
is expected from every woman out there. But it's not enough reason for her to say she wants to fight with her ex. She's fighting the present husband with her ex. So me, I will advise, if there's no love between you, I think it's an opportunity for them to just split. Let the woman just forget about it. Because if the man is a cheating husband, he's going to continue for life. And he's going to give this lady a big problem. Then again, she too should look at it from a spiritual angle. If she has the spirit of marry and remarry, this is where the enemy wants to break her. She should look.
Hey, Fedeko. Oh, I would have loved to hear that aspect.
That's the
spirit of marry and remarry, right? But yes, there is a spiritual side to everything. But this aspect, let's leave the spiritual side for now and focus on what is going on. He has mentioned some things, love. Did they genuinely love each other, or it was just infatuation that they felt was love, and then they went into the marriage? Because when you say you genuinely love, love does not hurt, some would say. But then it depends on how you see love. Love means different things to different people, like we often say on this table. So how they interpret love may not be in the manner that you could say, I will ensure that I control myself and not hurt you. I will pay that sacrifice of holding my emotions and focusing on you. Whoever you marry, it's your decision that you want to marry this person. You had an array of persons. You decided, I want to love this person. And so perhaps they haven't gotten to that point of understanding the responsibilities
their interest?
that comes with marriage.
Absolutely.
That when you decide to marry somebody,
The lifetime
you
commitment.
have chosen and decided intentionally to stick with this person no matter what it is. But we know how our society is right now.
I think the lady should weigh the pros and the cons. I don't think she should, as much as I'm in support of her showing him Pepe a bit, but dragging it for too long might cause a forever damage in the marriage.
Yes.
I also do not believe in throwing the bathwater, the baby
With the
in
bath
bath
water. All right, hold on.
wait.
Hang on. We have Shola calling from Ikorodu. Shola, good morning. You can go ahead with your contribution. Yeah.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning to the ladies in the studio. Yeah, you see, the last caller actually spoke on most of the things once. But the question is, first, is there a marriage vow?
Is there what?
Marriage vow.
Okay.
Is there marriage vow? Marriage vow. Are you hearing?
Yes, we can hear you now. Can you speak up a bit?
All right. I said, is there marriage vow?
Okay.
So if there is marriage vow, both of them need to consider it. Then number two, and the last one I have said, there is no love. Because if there is love, it's not enough because your husband has cheated on you, and the next thing for you is to go back to your ex. Also a cheater.
Well, your line is muffled, so we couldn't really get the meat of what you were saying, but you mentioned there is no love, if not from both parties, else they wouldn't.
If there was love from the woman, the ex-boyfriend should not be the next point of call.
Yes, perhaps that was the easiest person.
So if the tables were turned, would we say that the next point of call shouldn't have been the ex-girlfriend?
So before we go there, let me finish that.
Wrap up your thoughts.
Yeah, that line of thoughts. So I'm not for throwing the baby away with the bathwater. So I think she should, weigh her options, because I don't think the person she decided to marry is an entirely bad man. The fact that someone cheats does not make them a bad person entirely. So weigh your options. Think of the things. Yes, think of the things that you actually love in this person.
The spirit is weak, but the flesh is...
Exactly. The flesh is willing, but the spirit is weak. Exactly. So this man, if this man is an amazing man to you, he loves you, he respects you, he carries your matter on his head, but this thing, this cheating thing is just a weakness that you think you can help him manage, I think you should still consider the marriage and not just, throw it away like that. But before you do that, choose yourself first. If you think that this is a deal breaker, you can no longer go ahead. Well, I am not in a place to advise you to break up your marriage, but you choose what is best for you. Your mental health is also very key. There's some people
choose herself first.
Yes. Yes.
Wait, now we'll continue.
Yes, like you
She should go on a break.
Okay.
Thank you. We need to go on a break. When we return, we'll continue the conversation. Stay with us. All right, thank you for staying with us. We've been looking at the matter of how can a broken heart heal, looking at the issue that we put forward where a man 3 months into his marriage, he cheated on his wife, and the wife is saying that she wants to leave. Now, for me, I would say that for both of them, healing is something that everyone needs to do to move forward with anything. She has to look inward to see how she can heal, then decide if it is something, if the marriage is something she wants to continue with or not. And how does she begin this process of healing? Find a place. If you want to cry yourself out and ensure that you get that weight off you totally. And then you can really think through if this is something you want to continue with. Seek counsel, seek help where it is necessary, therapists, psychologists, whoever. Just speak with someone that can help you think through the process of your marriage. Some persons do not understand the responsibility that comes with marriage, and so they just
let it go.
Jump in
Wedding and go.
and then think that it is all rosy, but there are responsibilities that comes with marriage, and it has to begin with being responsible. Right, Mrs. Fash, yes.
Yeah, so I'd
Quickly.
like to say to the lady, that, okay, 3 months for me is too early to want to leave a marriage. It's like killing an ant or a mosquito with a hammer.
Right.
So I really think it's too early for you to say, only if there's something else that we don't know about.
Yeah.
So that's something that she has to think about.
All right.
And secondly, I also want to say to the man that it's important that whatever commitment he's making now, he needs to find other reasons to keep it beyond his wife.
Theodore from Abuja is on the line. Theodore, good morning. Quickly, give us your contribution.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Okay, let me take it from, but first of all, let me reiterate these 3 planks. There is a marriage where there is a breach, where there has happened a breach of the vow of marriage. There is repentance on the part of the man who actually committed the breach. And then there is revenge on the supposedly victim of that breach. Now, I just want to look at it this way. First of all, we need to really take a look again at what is marriage in the first place. The fundamental issue that are involved in marriage is that two become one. And this is built on love. And love, we have been told, particularly if this vow was taken within the church or the church environment. And love says, forgive it. You do not find fault. And above all, the fundamental pillar of marriage is for better, for worse. For better, for worse, in sickness and in health, in poor and in rich. It does not only pertain to when your bank accounts are low or when they are high. It doesn't only come into play when you have malaria or when you have kwashiorkor. It is not only when the wife cannot have a child or when the man is not strong enough to also make a woman have a child. For better, for worse, relate to all the circumstances of marriage. And I will tell you, cheating, infidelity, is also part of those issues that were anticipated when marriage is built on the basis of for better, for worse. Therefore, the commitment of a breach, whether it's a breach of cheating, whether it is a breach of neglecting your wife, all come under that consideration of for better, for worse. A victim or the other party who is on the receiving end is bound by his own vow or her own vow to forgive. It is part of the binding factor of marriage. You are bound to forgive. You are bound to understand, but not to say that it should be an encouragement of the other party to continue to commit.
Yeah.
And that is when the other party is ready to be responsible.
Absolutely.
Isn't it? The other party has to understand that you have a responsibility to your partner, not to continue. Yes, forgiveness is key in marriage. Marriage is not a friendship of two, whatever, but it is something that you must be committed to, and deliberately so.
Intentional, yeah.
Intentional. You have to be intentional about it to ensure that everything, there are difficulties, but you are ready to work together to ensure that you rise above every challenge. You are not to work at cross purposes. That's what we are talking about here.
For better,
yes,
for better.
It's better for better.
And you're working on this for better.
You have just knocked out everything I want to
say.
So the context here just gives us a wider room for assumption. So if the spouse in question, or if this is a Muslim family, for instance, now, if this man does this, I mean, their religion permits it. So I think because we're speaking...
Their religion permits cheating?
No, to marry more than in the long run.
Okay.
Marry more than one wife. It starts with things like this most of the time, right? So if you know your spouse and you understand that his religion or his circumstances around permits that he does things like this, you won't be surprised if issues like this come up. So, like you always say, communicate even before marriage. Yeah. So you know his values. If it doesn't align with yours, please let him go. Yeah. Rather than facing this after marriage.
Right. Bottom line.
Life after marriage.
Bottom line, if you want to get into marriage, for those who are looking to get into marriage, have conversations about critical issues. And then know that you are going in to be responsible to your partner as is expected. Because there is a reason why you both came together. And then for the man, this should be a lesson for him to ensure that he ensures that beyond speaking it, he shows that he's remorseful and would not toe this path again if he wants the marriage. Then he can speak with the woman, find who she respects, take them there, let them cancel. You guys go together,
and beg, and do community begging.
Beg again.
And buy a huge gift. Don't just beg. Sorry, you must buy something.